Welcome to the Lovely Important Nonsense Podcast. I'm back from a year of sabbatical. It's literally been a year. I think we recorded like 7 fucking episodes and never released them, deleted them straight out the server. But welcome back to the Lovely Important Nonsense Podcast with your boy Matt Spelling. And let's begin. Yo, I want to talk to you guys about the events of this year. All right, first off, happy holidays, happy New Year's. When this come out, it should be about New Year's time. We should be in 2024 when it's break. But I want to talk to you guys about the sabbatical I've been on. All right, I've learned a lot during this year, and I gotta tell you, one of the worst things about this sabbatical is that I had to end up leaving and no longer speaking to you guys and having an outlet to get my views and my thoughts across. But I'm going to go into some real stuff just to let you guys know what happened. I fucked up. It is what it is, yo. And I realized after I sat down with my sabbatical and I analyzed my podcast career where I fucked up at and how I fucked up. And let me tell you something. Where I fucked up as is that I allowed people to get in my goddamn podcast. And you know what? Not just people, women to get in my podcast. This ain't a fucking woman goddamn podcast. This is about a man trying to become a better man. And I'm no longer, listen to me, look at me. You ain't gotta worry about another goddamn female host because all of them been toxic. I said what I said. All of them. How many times? And I'm coming here with energy and anger because I want you guys to understand what the 2024 is bringing. 2024 is bringing Matt, who don't give a flying fuck about any of y'all goddamn feelings. We're gonna come here. You're gonna grow. You're gonna try to be a better person. And you're gonna try to be a better man, especially my men. Because my goal for the whole year is to become a better version of Matthew. And I don't worry about anyone else and what else they're doing in their goddamn life. However, if it doesn't benefit Matthew, then I don't think Matthew should be involved anymore. That's right. So if you got some, I don't know, housing issue or some shit like that, don't call Matthew. Oh, your podcast ain't working? Don't call Matthew. We need this, blah, 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 blah. If it ain't got ducats on it, it ain't got no dollar bills, I'm unavailable. I'm unavailable for all you goddamn fucking leeches that always been fucking coming for me. Yeah, I said it. I'm unavailable for all you fucking leeches. And I don't care. I don't care. Take it how you want to. And you feel some type of way about what I said, you know this is about you then. You know this is about you. And you ain't going to do nothing. No one's going to do a goddamn thing because this is my platform. You either can listen or you don't listen. If you do listen, you're going to give me more ratings. If you don't listen, then hey, fuck you at the end of the day. Anyway, there's going to be a lot of bleeping during this goddamn episode. But I wanted to talk to you seriously about this whole sabbatical thing that I've been on. Bulletproof had to go stalling. I had to stall on that. So I had to stop that because, again, fucked up. Okay? We allowed other people to be involved. They shouldn't have been involved. Okay? I had to take a step back. Plus, a lot of other things happened. My family needed me on a different level than I usually have to be, than I usually am needed. So, what I do as a man, I step up and I did my job. And look, we doing great. We're doing great. But along this whole experience, I had to learn a few things. First, I had to learn where my faith was. Who the fuck is this? I learned where my faith was. All right, because a man that doesn't believe in nothing will never achieve anything because there's nothing holding him from being for morals. I mean, my morals shot. When I understand and believe in anything, my morals were a little questionable. You know, it is what it is. You know, we don't have if you're not listening, you don't have a higher power in your life, you could have questionable morals because you have nothing to back you on. So that's where I've been. I've been trying to get my goddamn morals back together. I've been trying to get my family back together. Well, not back together, but strong and healthier. I've been doing what I need to do as a man, and I've been taking care of business as like a man. Okay? And that's what you have to do sometimes. And this whole conversation is going to lead up to the one thing that I wanted to talk about later, but it's called confidence. How to slay the, what the fuck I put it on, because we gotta, this is real serious shit. Well, we put slaying the demon of comfort. All right, and something I've seen a lot lately, 2023. I've seen a lot of lazy. I've seen a lot of lazy. I live in a world where people just expect things to come to them. I live in a world where people just thinks that, oh, we should bend on a whim because they feel some type of way about it. All right, that happiness is owed to people. And I was having an argument about, not an argument, but a discussion about what it is to be a man, right? And I don't believe happiness is owed to a man. I don't believe we are supposed to be always happy. Achieving happiness ain't something that a man does, because a man has to make sacrifices. We have to do things that other people aren't willing to do, that our counterparts aren't willing to do. We climb the fucking scalpels in the goddamn buildings, the goddamn without a harness, because that's what we have to do. We fucking go without eating to feed our family, because that's what we have to do. We're the first people in battle, and we save the women and children. If you don't believe in that, fucking look at Gaza. What happened there? They fucking sent the women and children, all that equality shit disappeared. Oh, they sent the women and children out, right? And what? Every able man at 18 years old had to fucking fight. So yeah, it ain't supposed to be happiness. It ain't supposed to be sunshine and rainbows. You're supposed to be chasing moments of happiness, moments of like that. Like, okay, I worked my ass off for this situation to work, for this situation to come and pass. Knowing that the bad things that did happen to you, God has put that in your way for a reason, because it teach you something. Let's just say a female, you was with a woman for about, I know a guy, he was with a woman for a long time, right? Find out she was a whore, right? Find out she was a whore with a long time. What he do? He went into isolation and dealt with that shit in isolation, hurting himself, all types of nonsense. You know what she did? She kept being a whore. All right. There was moments where he was happy, and then what? The high power popped in and said, "You're getting arrogant. We gotta take this away from you, because you think you're supposed to be. You didn't earn. You think you're supposed to be." So yeah, comfortability is the enemy. I was comfortable. I did things the way I want to do it. I was relying on others, to fill in the gaps that I couldn't fill in, because my schedule was this, my schedule was that, and I got to do this, or whatever. And I was like, that wasn't their job. The job was mine. You feel me? I got to take that. I got too comfortable. I thought that my people were going to put me in a better position that I was in at the moment, knowing that when just being hurt, just finding out that no, they was just here to be a small little test to show me that it's something way bigger. So I sat down, I refocused. It was hard. Pain is hard. Trying to change is hard. I went through a lot of different things. We're going to go through that throughout the podcast, because, again, we got a year of stuff to talk about, and we probably got more things that's popping up in 2024. But change sucks. It ain't supposed to feel good. If you're uncomfortable and things are sucking, embrace it. It's not until I embrace the suck everything got better. All right, I'm okay. Fuck it, yeah. The shit didn't go right today. All right, we reset. We do it again. I wasn't able to hit the goal I wanted to hit. We reset. We do it again. My kids ain't got this, blah, 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 because I fucked up here. We reset, bro. We keep doing it. We keep going until we have that moment where it's like, oh, okay, I fucking did it. You take a second, you embrace that moment, and you move on to the next obstacle. Because as a man, there's always another goal. There's another obstacle. Because without continuously trying to better yourself, you're just stagnant. You're just in a world full of these fucking slugs and leeches and ass people. Yeah, man. So yeah, I'm a little comfortability and all this shit about friends. I have not friends, but I don't really, my friend is Joe. Joe Zane. I really ain't got that much friends, but Um, Comfortability is the devil. I mean, it's like if you're at the job and you haven't seen any increase, right? If you haven't seen any increase in your job and you've been there for X amount of time, you're wasting your time because you're comfortable. They got you. And no one could tell me, oh, men don't sacrifice. We got a testament right behind the camera. Joe sacrificed his damn self. I remember, well, if you don't mind, Joe, I remember him working for, what was it, Sprint? I remember him working for Sprint, coming back one day, we was potting, and he was like, I'm done. I ain't going back in there. And I was like, why? He was like, I got to do this full time or it's never going to happen. That's a sacrifice, bro. That boy ate noodles. You feel me? Like, that's real shit. That's real shit. Why? So other people could eat good. That's a leader, my man. You either gonna be a leader, or you're just gonna sit in the back of the line, be comfortable, and follow me to the fucking promised land because you're fucking you're beta. Whatever. You might not like that term, but it is what it is. You feel me? You're either gonna be the guy that leads the pack, or you're gonna sit in the back and eat the fucking scraps I got, bro. It ain't nothing wrong with it's not wrong with having a few followers, but what I realized a man need to do is surround himself by a whole bunch of leaders. A whole bunch of leaders. Because a whole bunch of leaders will follow each other if they're leading right. If they're leading their crew right, a whole bunch of leaders will follow each other. You know what I mean? And you never become a leader without being uncomfortable. Sacrifices has to be made. People have to not like you. They have to not like you. You know? And I might be talking to you. I'm talking to myself too. People have to not like you for you to be put in a position where you can make the hard decision. Decisions ain't supposed to be easy, but the leader makes the right decision. So yeah, comfortability is the devil. So I learned. I was comfortable in certain areas of my life that I shouldn't have been. So we was talking about embracing the fight, and I even put down a few people that you could always go back to and like learn from. If you ever think that, hold on, I'm sorry, let me digress real quick. Let's just say, because you hear about this, people want to be the hero. Everybody wants to be their own hero. Your job on this planet is to be the hero of the story. You heard that from like different podcasters and stuff like that. That's your job, is to be the hero of your story. But no hero story doesn't come from any type of pain. Most heroes are getting their ass whooped. Most heroes don't see the goodness that they're doing until it finally happens. Yeah, you want to be a hero? Understand shit gonna suck. Understand that most of your life there's going to be a lot of moments that suck. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? They got people like, okay, let's say, what was it? J.K. Rowling, right? Fucking, what was it? Single mother, rejected by mad publishers. Persisted at being a fucking author, creating the most successful book of Harry Potter series. Still to this day, making bank. Why? She could have gave up. You know what I'm saying? Well, who else? Miyamoto Musashi. Right? We all know this story about the band that created the Book of the Five Rings. An orphan. Life sucked. Became the most famous martial arts swordsman in the world, that we talk about him 1,000 years later. Are we serious? Nelson Mandela in jail. Led the South African apartheid, a symbol of resistance and forgiveness. Fought for freedom. What's her name? Malala Yousafzai, if I fucking this up, Yousafzai, right? Shot by Taliban and advocated girls' education, not only surviving but continued the activism globally and won the Nobel Peace Prize at 17. These are people that went through some shit, bro, and they decided, you know what, fuck it. The difference between them and you is that they decided to say, fuck it, we here already. We're gonna do this. What they gotta do now? What, take it from me? I already been through the shit. We might as well just go. Fuckers, you know what I mean? It's a lot of laziness, bro. It's a lot of laziness. And I was part of it for a little bit. I woke up one day very upset at myself. Like, upset. Like, I tell you, as a man, I had tears in my eyes, type of upset. I was so mad on where life was taking me at that moment. So upset, so upset. I didn't know what to do with myself. All right. Well, I went in the mirror and I said, "Yo, what we gonna do? What we gonna do?" I prayed and it said, "Hey, the only thing you could do is be a better version of you. And if you're not succeeding in that, then you're not succeeding in life. That's it. No one said you had to be a millionaire. No one said you had to be a billionaire. We measure success with money all the time. That's not true. Because there's people who super fucking happy and they live a simple 9 to 5 life, got a nice little house and picket fence, got a wife that suck them off on the weekends. There's people that are happy who don't have none of that. They travel the world, they fuck Vietnamese women in the goddamn another country. They got a passport. There's women who aren't selling their ass and souls. There's women out there who's making a real business. There's like money's coming to them in all ways. You don't have to sell yourself short. That's just what it is. You know. I put a lot of things. I was living in a box. My biggest fear happened. My kids and I were living in a box, like just in a room, because we was having issues with a landlord that we used to have, because he came and bought this place. Remember that place? I was like, oh, I want to buy apartments, blah blah blah, right? But I had to understand that the big man didn't want that for me. You know, there was some shit I need to go through first. I wasn't ready for it. He wanted me to see how bad it could get. So, living every day, we made the best of it. I got up, kissed my babies. I told them how lucky we are. I told them how amazing we are, how lucky we are. No matter our situation, how fucking fortunate we are to have each other. I was like, and don't even worry about Daddy got it. Daddy got it. I closed on a house in a few days because I stayed disciplined and I stayed faithful and I stayed on my path. My kids got a house. Nice, right? Am I happy? Slightly. I'm slightly happy. Why? Because I feel like there's more I could do. That's where we at right now. And this is where I want you at with me. This is more we could do. We're going to wake up. We're going to do more. We're going to go to sleep, and we're going to know we did more. Every day we're going to wake up, we're going to do more. And if shit fucks up, we're going to say, fuck it, whatever. We're going to reset the day. We're going to do it. I don't care if it's 8 o'clock at night. We resetting. We're starting again. You know? Can't fail like that. You can't fail. Let's get back to this goddamn subject. No, I'm bluddering. I haven't talked to you guys in fucking forever. All right? Demon slaying tactics, yo. I think we all went through that. All right. What can we do to build success in our life? What are certain practicing? And then the first thing that starts with is discipline. Discipline your mind, discipline your body, discipline your heart. Yeah. I'm aggressive or whatever, but my heart and soul is locked in. My mind is sharp now. I'm a little under the weather and I feel good. All right? I feel like I take on anybody. It doesn't even matter. Discipline is what I get up every day, 4:30 in the morning. I say, thank you, Lord, for waking me up because you want me for something else today. Then I put on something financial. I might listen to like a little financial radio, somebody talking about stocks, bonds, whatever. I'm getting my mind in the process of when it's time for us to be the ones who are giving out the results. You know, who's like, oh, when everyone comes to us about the stocks, or when everyone comes to us about what's going on in the world, or you know what I'm saying? I'm programming my mind, and that's something that we have to do, and that's part of discipline. If your life sucks, stop doing what you're doing. Do the opposite. Do what you know is going to make things better for you. Do what you know is going to make things better for you. Because what makes things better for you, you already know. In your head, you already know. It's that small little voice that keeps talking that you ignore on purpose. You already know what makes things better. If you not supposed, if you think, if you're lazy, right? Let's put drugs inside. If you're lazy, right? Naturally, why are you smoking weed? Why are you smoking weed? You know what I'm saying? Why are you doing that? It's me too. Joe got at me a few times. Then he got at me a few times. He got at me. Yo, what are you doing? I was like, yo, that's real shit. What happened? After I lost everything, I said, I thought about those moments Joe talked to me. He was like, yo, we shouldn't be. And I was like, he right. He right. He was 100% right. I shouldn't have been on like that. Maybe I've been able to focus more. I don't know. What are you smoking weed for? If you always lazy. If you can't get nothing done. What's going on? Why are you if if you have if you know substance abuse in your family, why are you drinking? You know what I'm saying? If your dad used to beat up on your moms and alcohol fucked up your life, why are you drunk? Oh, I gotta play. And also, you get to a certain age, and then this is another thing I realize, especially like with my weed smokers, like because I work in a dispo, so you get to a certain age, you realize people still blame their parents at 30. You feel me? There is so much things that your parents could have done to fuck you up. That is very true. Your parents could have done a horrible job raising you. You're fucking 30 and you still blaming your parents. This is your fault. It's all on you now. When you got out your people's house, it's all on you. When you decide to be an adult, that was the moment that your parents can't be blamed for any of your actions anymore. I don't care if they fucked you up. And yeah, sad truth. I'm a living testament. You can't blame these motherfuckers for anything. You know what I mean? We gotta shift gears here and see who's actually responsible in our life. And it's us. It's us. Our life belongs to us, especially our dudes. We do need a lot more men fucking willing to go the extra mile. Because I don't know what the fuck going on. And I feel like one of those old people who be like, oh, this generation. I do feel like that guy. But wow, bro. But wow. Like I even had older generation like, yo, we thought y'all was bad. This new generation is crazy. I I remember fighting in the street. This kid, he was like, oh, what is he, like a buck 5 maybe. He couldn't beat anything out of a paper bag. Let me tell you, my man was willing to shoot. These kids are willing to die for no reason, and everybody's depressed. Like everybody's depressed. You can't be that depressed. You didn't do shit yet. You can't be that depressed. What the fuck is going on around here? Yeah. We're gonna have a whole bunch of soft motherfuckers because once everybody turned 30, 40 years old or whatever, what are we gonna be looking at? What are we looking at? These same kids who was like, the world needs to bow to me are gonna be the ones that take over one day, and we're gonna have a generation of softies. And you think other countries aren't staring at us and laughing at us? You really think when you go to another country that they don't use us as prime example for what not to do sometimes? You know what I mean? I feel like all this is going to come back and bite us in the ass. And I'm just hoping I'm at a certain point in life that when they do come by and they want to bite us in the ass and however, I'm so fucking far away. I'm so far away. Me and Joe's going to be on a private island somewhere looking across from the island like, damn, it look like it's crazy over there. Yeah. It's the clinking glasses. Clink. It looks nuts over there, bro. You know what I mean? Let's be serious. With everything that you are doing is your fault. You are not going to be sitting here talking about something. I pay bills for a living, but this is my mom and dad made me into an asshole. No, you're an asshole because you never got your shit together and you're an asshole. Learn how to be better. And this goes up to level up. Learn how to be better. Level up. Pick up a book. Like I said, I wake up in the morning. I listen to finance. Sometimes, I mean, honestly, I don't know what the fuck to talk about. There was one time I was listening to HGX, the exchange. What was it? The coin exchange? No. The foreign currency. I was looking up how to half that shit. I ain't know what the fuck they talking about. I didn't know what they was talking about. I know some things about stock. I know my stuff. I didn't know what they was talking about. But I'm gonna listen again. I'm gonna figure that motherfucker out because I know somebody that made a lot of money. So now I want some. You feel me? Like you gotta go for what you want. One day I'm gonna be like, hey yo, I just dropped, I just put some money into my forex and then I got 2,000. You know what I mean? It's gonna be crazy like that. We're gonna be having that conversation shit. Um Transforming fear. Changing is the fuck was that? It's like something just trying to blow in my mouth. All right, so fear is the most. It's a make or break emotion. All right, there are some people when they're afraid of things, which this is the person that we need to all strive to be. When they're afraid of things, they sit back and they say, "Hey, why am I afraid of that?" And they go over there to test why they're afraid of it. Okay. I'm not saying go in the woods and there's a killer in the woods and you go, hey, what's going on over there? And you be one of the first victims. No, but I'm talking about let's talk about emotional. Like, why am I afraid of this? Why am I afraid to be better? Why am I afraid to move on? Why am I afraid to drive, to go far away? Why am I afraid to leave this person? Why am I afraid to get this new job? Why am I afraid? You know what I'm saying? You should ask yourself these questions. You might just realize you just scared of the unknown, and this is probably something you should be doing because fear teaches. It's the biggest teacher we have. Fear and pain is the biggest teacher we have. We all want to be happy, but without being afraid of something, without something hurting you, you can never claim to know what you're talking about. You can never claim to even be a master at something if you never even went through the pain of it. Like my daughter, she's cheerleading. She broke her arm. She's flipping again. But she understands now. You know what I mean? She mastered the same move that broke her arm and she still got a rod in her arm. I said, what do you want to do? You want to be a better version? She said, yeah. Took it slow. She started doing it again. Our biggest teacher in life is what forces us to acknowledge our mortality. Anything that makes me look internally is a teacher. And you should run with that. Shit, you know what I mean? Like I said earlier, girlfriend left, don't be a bitch. Yeah, go to the gym. Use the energy from that. Yeah, it sucks. It hurts. I know the feeling. We all been through it. You got the little knot in your belly, and then you seeing fucking pictures of her, and she's probably booed up with somebody else, or in your brain you start to think about somebody railing her ass from the back, going crazy on your shorty. And I need you to go to the gym, and I want you to go nuts. I want you to just hold on to it. Now, I'm not saying you have to be angry, but I'm telling you, use that excess energy that you got from it and put it somewhere productive. Put it in a book. Put in your workouts. Go be spiritual. Go pray. However, use that excess energy to get something else done that benefits you. Because one day you're gonna be at a certain point where your life, because especially as a guy, where your life goes from here to here. You know, all you gotta do is follow the steps. Remember, men age like fine wine, baby. You know, you can never say, "Oh, I'm never gonna get no girl for this." Disgusting looking men with models. Okay, I don't care if it's money that got her there or not. They did it. So cut it out. You could do it too. There's some beautiful men with some ugly ass women, because that's all they could afford, because they disgusting men on the inside. But then there's some ugly men that are some baddies, and they'll trade these shorties in and out if they want to. You know what I mean? And if you're ugly man, you know what I'm talking about. You know when you're an ugly man. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some days I'm just like, oh, I'm an ugly man, And there's some days I'm not. But you can't never say it's not possible. Only succeeding will only make your life better, especially as a dude. especially as a man. Succeeding is what gives us life. I guarantee you, like I said, Joe comes in, and if someone succeeds, knowing that he was there, an influential help, it gives him a sense of satisfaction, right? That gives him another notch. That gives him, and what he does, he goes, all right, shake that off. We got another one to do. You know what I'm saying? But in the back of the mind, when shit gets tough, he goes back to it. We go back to that moment where, oh damn, I remember when I was fighting, that moment when I knocked that boy out. I remember when and I also remember when shit I got shot. I remember that too. It was tough. It was tough. You know what I mean? But it taught me something. Hey yo, you ain't supposed to be in these streets like that. Ain't supposed to be in these streets. I'm not saying I'm not saying that it was a great lesson, but it was a lesson that I needed to have. Maybe hindsight as an older gentleman sees it now, but at that time it wasn't funny. And it's never gonna be good. So level your shit up, bro. Get your shit together. And like I was saying, treasures await. Treasure only await for those who want it. Those who want to be better. Those who decide to discipline themselves, they will get the reward. You reap what you sow. That's always been the standard for any place around the world, any religion. You reap what you sow. What you put in is what you get out. You put in shit, you're going to get shit. You put in amazing excellence, you're going to get excellence. That's just how the world works. And there's no way about it. The one thing about the world I could say is black and white. No matter how much we try to put a gray in the middle, the world is black and white. You either do what you're supposed to do to get the results you want, or don't do what you're supposed to do and get the results that you deserve. The results that you deserve. It's one of the two. It's black and white. One and two. All right. So I feel like, especially as men, waste of time. Waste of time. Your life, you have so much in your life that you have. At the age of like after 60 something, let's just say about 65, you're considered old. That's the end of your life. Between 0 to 21, you're still a youngster. So you literally have from your 20s to become somebody or something. Then you have your 30s to work it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that much time to be bullshitting. You don't. Like, you got this much time to actually do what you want to do. Like, you literally have what? You could count, 20, 25 years maybe to do what you need to do? 25 years to do what you need to do. Maybe some people less. We're not even talking about car accidents, accidental death. We're not talking about none of that stuff. We're just talking about if you get to live from 0 to 75 years old, the average that not the average, but the longest most people live to. There's only 20 years, the 25 years you really could do anything with your life. And most of that time, some of us are working. We ain't got no plans. Yeah. Anyway, man, I hope you guys had a good I hope you guys had a good fucking year, man. I fucking disgustingly missed you guys. Disgustingly missed getting on this damn mic. I see a lot of people still working. I love it, man. I love the ones that are still getting busy. The ones that I'm ready to fucking run over all you motherfuckers. I'm ready to be the one, bro. Cause y'all think this is a game. I've always been number one. I just decided to like hide it from you guys because I was sharing spotlights and shit. Ain't no more sharing, bro. All right, I'll let Joe say. I let my friends on the fucking show so we could talk shit or whatever. We ain't. If anyone hit my fucking inbox asking me to put you on, you can eat meat. You can eat meat. I'm not putting you on shit. All right, you got something for me? We can benefit from this? Then I got you. Can't benefit from this? Leave me alone. Let me talk my shit by myself. I'll talk by myself. I don't need none of that. I'll talk dolo, bro. I got a lot of shit to say. A lot of you guys pissed me off over the goddamn year. So a lot of you pissed me off. So we got a lot of things to discuss about how your mother should be sucking my... But that's besides the point. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Keep rocking with me. And I know I probably lost a few. I probably lost a good amount, but we're gonna get you back. And if I don't get you back, we're gonna get more. We're gonna get more. And you can listen to me or not listen to me, whatever. At the end of the day, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. And that's to all you fucks that was there trying to make me disappear. I ain't going nowhere. All right? So at the end of the day, this is the Lovely Important Nonsense podcast. And we out.